an expression for electric field due to a straight conductor. This is a straight conductor, straight infinitely long, infinity plus infinity to minus infinity, infinity to infinitely long conductor using Gauss theorem. Now this is a long conductor. Now it is positively charged. Positively charged and positive charge. Now you are required to, there is P is some point, P is some point which is at a distance of R from the wire. At this particular point, you have to find out electric intensity or electric field or electric intensity. What is the electric intensity at this point? Now consider a long infinite thin wire with a uniform linear charge density. What is linear charge density? Linear charge density. What? Charge per unit length, is it not? Linear charge density is lambda is equal to charge per unit length. You know this. Sometimes dq by dl also you can write it. Linear charge density. Therefore, what is the total charge? Q is equal to, total charge in the conductor is equal to Q into, Q is what? L into lambda. Right? Write the description. Consider a long, a straight, long infinite charge conductor with linear density lambda. Right? That sentence, you know what you write it. Now let P be a point. See, let P be a point at which, at this point, at which the electric field or electric intensity, right? Electric intensity is determined or calculated. For this, what you have to do, construct an imaginary, see, around this point, okay? Around this point, construct an imaginary cylinder, right? Construct an imaginary cylinder around this. See, dotted line I'll put it, right? Construct an imaginary cylinder around the wire, long wire, such that P lies on it, lies on the surface, Now imagine a small area ds, okay? ds area is a vector, is a vector only. Electric field also is a vector, small area. Now, what is the flux through this area? d psi, right? According to Gauss theorem, flux through the small area is equal to E ds, correct? And that is equal to what? E ds cos theta. There theta equal to 0. Therefore, cos theta equal to cos 0 equal to 1. Therefore, what? E ds into 1. Therefore, is equal to E ds. Now, what is total flux? Total flux is equal to, it's called total flux through the Gaussian surface. This is Gaussian surface, right? Gaussian surface is entire, right? Entire thing. Total flux through the Gaussian surface is equal to integral of d phi is equal to integral of E ds. Electric field is constant everywhere, right, at the point. Therefore, you take E outside, integration of ds. What is ds? ds is what? The small area, that area of the cylinder. That is what? E is what? Area. What area? Lateral surface area of the cylinder. Now, what is the cylinder? Length is L, right? What is the area of the cylinder here? E 2 pi r into L, correct? 2 pi r into L, that area of the cylinder, is equal to total flux, right? Now, according to this Gauss theorem, total flux through the Gaussian surface, total electric flux through Gaussian surface is equal to 1 by epsilon times charge enclosed. That means 1 by epsilon times charge enclosed by the surface. Right? See, use, after listening this video, you write in a very clear handwriting so that the examiner will understand. Purposely I am writing like this. I can write it in a very neat handwriting, like total electric, you have to write electric flux through the Gaussian surface, like that, should be legible, is equal to 1 by epsilon times the charge enclosed by the surface. You have to write like that. Then what is total flux here? E 2 pi r L is 1 by epsilon times Q. But you have done now Q is equal to N lambda, is it not? Q is equal to N lambda from 1. That is equal to E is equal to 2 pi r L 1 by epsilon. Q is equal to L lambda. L will get cancelled. Now E you substitute, put this down here, 2 pi r epsilon lambda, or rewrite it properly, electric field at that point. Electric intensity at this point is equal to 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught lambda by r, or this you can write it, or electric intensity at the point is equal to, multiply numerator divided by 2, here you will get what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Right? Newton per Coulomb. Now, this is for, if you write this diagram together, 1 mark they will give. Now, you are writing this, now construct a small surface area lies that, this sentence Gauss theorem, and up to this 1 mark. Then the remaining part is 1 mark. Only for 3 mark question. Now for 1 mark question they will ask you, write, they may ask you expression for electric intensity, expression for the electric field in vector form. That's what you write, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 lambda by r, I write it. Then you write n. That means where is the n? Normal. This is a normal vector. Understood? Here also normal vector. Understood? This is the vector form. This is vector form. Right? Whatever you have to write. Then they ask you for 1 mark, you have to write this. Then you have to write what is this called linear density. R is the radial distance. This is called what? Radial distance. See, radial distance, remember. Radial distance from the point, from the wire to the point. What is n cap? This is important. N cap is equal to radial unit vector. Instead of n cap, you can write r cap also you can write it, radial unit vector in a plane perpendicular to the wire passing through the point. How to represent? Suppose you take this is the point, right? This is n cap. Understood? Now they will ask you for 3 mark. Okay, that means the expression for electric field due to infinite long charge wire using Gauss theorem. Now in the next class I will do here an expression for electric field due to a charge sheet. It is very easy, right? This is a charge sheet. Concept I will tell, but I will derive it later. Here what? This is area, no? Surface charge density is what? Charge per unit area. Or sometimes I will write dq by ds. You can write like this also. Surface charge density, charge per unit area. What is charge here? Charge is equal to sigma A, or charge is also equal to sigma ds. You can do like that also. Then according to this, you take a particular point P. At this point, I want to find the electric field. Around this point, you imagine a small area ds. Okay. Similarly, consider another point P dash. At the other side, construct a small area ds dash. Same thing, ds dash. And electric field at this point is C. One of the same. Now, what is the total surface area? That means theta equal to 0. Here also, theta equal to 0. Cos theta is equal to cos 0 equal to 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. Then what is it? Therefore, what is according to Gauss theorem? According to Gauss theorem, total flux through the elementary area. Flux through the elementary area is 1 by epsilon times charge. Is it not? But charge is what? D psi is equal to what? 1 by epsilon naught. Q is equal to sigma ds. Understood? Right? Sigma ds. But dq, d psi is equal to 1 by epsilon naught sigma ds. But what about d psi? D psi is what? E ds. E ds is equal to 1 by C. According to Gauss theorem, d psi is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times charge. Correct? This is Gauss theorem. But this is same as what? D psi is equal to E ds. Is it not? E ds. How many E's are there? Both sides, this side and that side. Right? You have to imagine a small pillbox. This is a Gaussian surface. This is a Gaussian surface. Gaussian surface. You have to write multiply by 2 here. Why? D psi is equal to 2 times of it. It is equal to 1 by epsilon naught Q. This is 2E cos theta ds is equal to 1 by epsilon time, because 2 surface area is it on this side and that side. Therefore, I am multiplying by 2. Here this is equal to 1, 0. Therefore, this become 1. Therefore, 2E ds is equal to 1 by epsilon naught Q. By Q is equal to what? Sigma ds. Therefore, 2E ds is equal to 1 by epsilon sigma ds. Both get cancelled. Therefore, E is equal to 1 by epsilon naught to sigma, or electric field due to infinite long charge sphere is equal to sigma to epsilon naught. If it is what vector form, you write like this. Okay. This is also they'll ask you for 3 marks. 3 mark. You go through the textbook and your notes. Concept is this. Understood? Then you need not write this also. Just you can stop here. You start from here. According to Gauss theorem, total normal total electric flux through the Gaussian surface is equal to this you write, but you write 2 because both the surface, both the side you are doing it. And you have to write this. Consider, let P is the point. Consider another point P. Construct a small pillbox. Pillbox. As a small pillbox means a small cylinder as a Gaussian surface. You have to write Gaussian surface on either side. Then what? E times what is ds? ds is called face area, remember. This is circular cap or face area, that is ds. Therefore, charge is equal to what? Charge, it is the surface charge is what? Surface charge, small charge by surface area. You know how to do this. Here you have to substitute that one. Then theta is equal to 0, cos 0 is 1. All that you cancel, you get this. Right? This is called surface charge density. Remember, it's called surface charge density. Vector form also you can do it, right? Therefore, but in the next class I will do expression for electric field due to a uniform charge sphere. A charge sphere will be there of radius r. What is electric intensity at the point at a distance of r? Electric intensity outside, electric intensity inside, all the things I am going to do it.